Hello, I am Anupriya. A warm welcome to the class. In this session, I am going to pick a topic that learn to lead a group discussion. So before I go, I'll put a few questions before you. That is, what is a group discussion, why it is performed, and how can we lead it? So first question, that what is exactly a group discussion? I'll say it's a kind of informal meeting of few people where a critical discussion goes on. And why it is performed? It is mostly performed in colleges when we go for the higher studies, or in companies when we go for the job interviews. So this is a kind of parameter where you are judged that are you a right candidate for the job, or are you suitable student for the college or not. How you are being judged? Actually, when a discussion goes on, you are being evaluated, you are being noticed that what are your decision making powers, how do you actually open and close the discussion, what are your behaviors are there when you are working in a company. Alright, so all these parameters are kept and you are being judged through this all. And third question, the answer is big one. So I'll begin with the first one, that how can we lead a group discussion. So in this series, the first point is begin the conversation. Alright, when it is about having a group discussion, so group means a lot of people, more than 5, 6, it may be 10 or more than that. So I guess it's about 10 because it's not a mob, it's only few people, collection of few people. So begin the conversation means if you have break the ice, if you have started the conversation among the people, so half of the match is already won. Yes, because one needs a lot of courage to speak among the people. So first point you have already spoken. And if you put your point of view, if you begin with your point of view, so rest of the people are going to follow it. So this one is the essential one. Coming to the next one, focus on the content. Remember it very well that the discussion is about the topic, not about you. If you have a lot of good words in your kitty and you are thinking that I will put all my best words, I'll speak a very good sentence, I'll show that how intelligent I am. So sorry, this is not the right place to do all these things, because the content is important, not to show all your spoken skills or something like that. So don't distract with yourselves from the content of the given topic. Next is, it should be a discussion, not an argument. Understand very well a thin line between the discussion and an argument. When it is a kind of discussion, you just keep yourself within a limit. Your conversation style is quite, formal. It's not very much formal. Definitely you have liberty to speak all the points, all the opinions, whatever you have in your mind. But it is quite a formal conversation. But once you're getting aggressive, actually you are arguing with the people. So having a lot of aggression can make you out of the group discussion. You can score a bad mark. So understand very well that you are discussing a point. You are discussing the pros and cons, positive and negative points of any particular situation or topic. It's nothing to about only making yourself correct. Because once you're arguing with someone, the purpose of the argument that yes, I am the right one. So you are not the right one if you are doing such kind of behavior. I'll pick the next one, that is, don't let an individual dominate. This is a very important quality a candidate should have once you are in the group discussion, because if you are giving a permission someone to dominate the whole, so it is one-sided now. And definitely the person is strong enough to speak. So this is where the place is exactly where you have to show your skills, and very smartly you have to grab the opportunity to put your point. Yes. So this one is also essential one. Now, I'll take the another one. Ask open-ended questions. In the whole group discussion, it is very essential that you not only put your statements, not only assertive statements, you have to put your questions also. Then only you can give other people engagements and opportunity to speak more and more, so that the discussion will be extended. So asking open-ended question means what? It means that, I'll give you an example. If I am saying, do you think the Prime Minister of India are doing better than the last Prime Minister? You'll say yes. The answer is done. Or you'll say no. Again the answer is done. But if I'm asking you, why do you think the Prime Minister is doing better than the last Prime Minister or last government? So you have to explain the answer. So adding how or why before the question, before the statements will create another question. So that is what open-ended question is. The question is opening another question in the conversation. So this segment is again showing that you are very intelligent, you are intellect enough to create more and more discussion and you will take it to the higher level. I'll pick another one, that is, don't raise objection until other person finishes his sentence. Yes, by the time the person who is already speaking does not finish his or her statement, please don't raise objection. Definitely, if you have picked a point, you will be in the favor of that particular topic, or you will speak in the against of that particular topic. So it is essential that don't get aggressive and don't raise your voice or don't raise your objection against that person unless he finish his sentence. It is important that he or she should be finishing, come to the finish point of his exactly topic, and then you should go on. Otherwise, it's not an acceptable manner you are doing. Another one, manage your time well. Group discussion is actually binded with the time. Yes, you are given a particular time that you have to finish your point of view in this given area. So once you are not doing in a proper time, you are not able to put all your opinions, actually you are being evaluated that you are not the right candidate. So managing your time well for each answer and the whole scenario is actually very essential that you have to keep in your mind once you are beginning the conversation. So do this also. And the last one, which is also very essential, summarize as you go. If you have the key to open the lock, so definitely the same key will close the lock also. So you are already having the key to close your conversation because you began also. So as you go, you have to put all the things together and you have to summarize your content in the same manner. So if you begin and if you close, definitely all the people were under you. Otherwise, if you lose the race in between to somewhere, you are like a player or you're like a batsman who opened very well, scored a good, scores in the beginning, but after that, no runs were coming out. So once you have opened, you are closing. Trust me, you have gained all the marks in your bag. So try to follow all these things which I have explained this session. I'm sure it's going to help you. And don't forget to subscribe us. Bye.